Well, good afternoon, church family and friends, visitors, loved ones, whomever you may be. As you tune in to the Op Church of Christ Facebook page, our 4 o'clock devotional time for today. Hope and pray that you're doing well, that you're blessed. My name is Trey Poole. I'm the minister here at the Op Church of Christ, and it's just exciting to be with you today. There's been a lot of commotion, a lot of action going on up here at the building today, a lot of work. Our produce boxes came in today. They will be given out in the morning, starting at 9 o'clock, 9 to about 10:30. So hope and pray that if you have a need out there, you live here in the Op area, come by and we can load up a box for you, and hope and pray that it will be a blessing to you. Church family, if you have an opportunity tomorrow around 9 o'clock, just come on up here to the building, help us out a little bit. Doesn't take long, it's not very hard, but the more help we have, the easier it gets. Today I want to share with you a thought from an idea about the power of influence. The power of influence. You see, all of us exert some influence, either for good or for bad, upon some people. Now, in many situations, we ourselves are not even aware of the influence that we possess. There may be that son or daughter, a young brother or sister, even a friend or an acquaintance, maybe a coworker who watches us and is strongly influenced by the way that we think, by the way that we speak, by the way that we act. So we need to be careful in the way that we exercise our influence. Even politicians, I believe, recognize the value of your influence because of their advertisements, which usually will say something like, your vote and your influence will be greatly appreciated. Why? Because they know that your vote, even though it is only one, but your influence represents many. Because when people know perhaps how you plan on voting, they too will follow your lead, your example, and your influence. The Lord also recognizes the power of influence, for His kingdom is largely built by the influence of one person over another, especially in the area of evangelism. Mark chapter 16, verse 15, go into all the world and preach the gospel to every creature. What an influence and impact that will make on the world. In fact, Paul tells us in 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse number 2, that we are to entrust the gospel to faithful men who will then go out and share the same with others. There was an epitaph for a little girl that carried this sentiment from one of her friends. The epitaph made this statement: it was easier to be good when she was with us. Isn't that a beautiful tribute to the power of a good influence? This statement recently appeared on a church sign. Your footsteps are followed quicker than your advice. And how true. How true. A lot of times we will tell people, do as I say, not as I do. But the simple truth is that people will follow your example more readily than they will your advice or your admonition. We must prepare to show the way as well as to teach the way. There's an old saying about preaching that says, I would rather see a sermon than hear a sermon any day, and quite possibly true. Well, we could all take to heed the following poem by an unknown author entitled, You Are Preaching. It says, there isn't a word that a preacher can say, no matter how lovely or true, nor is there a prayer that his eager lips pray that can preach a sermon as you. You vowed to serve Christ, and men know that you did. They are watching the things that you do. There isn't one action of yours that is hid. Men are watching and studying you. You say you're no preacher? Yes, but you preach a wonderful sermon each day. The deeds of your life are the things that you say. So, Christian, remember, you bear His name. Your life is for others to view. You are a living example. Men praise you or blame, and measure all Christians by you. So, I hope and pray to encourage all of us, myself included, to remember the power of your influence for good or for bad. Let's be careful. Let's be mindful that we will influence people. Our influence will lead other people to heaven, or it will lead people to hell. But we won't go either place in eternity alone. Well, hope and pray that you have a great rest of your afternoon. Hope and pray that you're looking forward to the weekend, that you'll make your plans to be with us here Sunday morning here at the Op Church of Christ beginning at 10:30. There's a lot of health issues going around and concerns about the coronavirus, but we want you to know here at the Op Church of Christ, we're taking every measure possible. We are sanitizing and disinfecting our auditorium. We have bought a new fogging machine that I'll use even tomorrow to disinfect and spray this cleaner out all into the building, in our auditorium, down the hallways, in the foyer, in all the high traffic areas where people have been coming and going all week. We also provide masks and gloves and even hand sanitizer. So we want you to know that you are safe here at the Op Church of Christ, as safe as you possibly can be. So make your plans to join us Sunday morning, 10:30, right here at the Op Church of Christ. If not, you can join us online, Facebook Live, as we stream Sunday morning worship at 10:30, our Sunday evening worship at 5 o'clock, and then our Wednesday night Bible study time at 6. And then don't forget, throughout the week, at 4 o'clock, we do this thing here called Facebook Live. So hope and pray you'll join us for those devotionals. All right, so church family, if you need me, call me, send me a message, let me know how I can help you. Our elders, they are available as well. Church folks, please listen up. Be watching the mail. In the next couple of days, you're going to be receiving an envelope, letters, and all kinds of stuff here from the church, just to keep you informed, in the loop, in the know on things that are happening. There's a letter that I've written on behalf of our elders and myself, just kind of a general overview of some things that are going on, that are happening, just so you know, just in case you don't know. But again, hope and pray that you have a great afternoon. We love you. Take care. God bless you. And we'll see you soon.